It's been 50 years since the War of the Wilds, and still nothing grows on the Kindlelands. The exact day the flora of the world stood up and ravaged the cities of the Graynor Peninsula is lost to the ages. After the Great Fire tore its way from west to east, turning the land barren and fallow, the otherworldly patrons, the guides, and the great cities of the Kindlelands worked together in their own way to bring a kind of peace to a war-torn people. It is a gentle, delicate balance, and something or someone threatens it. Welcome to Another Path. My name is Chase, and I'll be your GM. Today, our heroes ascend to the second floor of Everburn Hall to try and find out what happened all those years ago. This episode originally ended up being just a little bit shorter than usual, so the last several minutes of the episode have some bloopers and cut content from earlier episodes. If you'd like to support the show, check out our merch store, available at anotherpathpodcast.com, and our Patreon for persistent help to us and rewards to you. On that note, I want to say thank you to our backers Nate, Braden, and Shogun for showing their support. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy your trip down another path.
And now we go to our ad read for Dungeons & Dragons, because they've had a shit ton of things come out. There's some kids' books, which I'm excited for someone to get me. I'm pretty sure Jeremy is. Jeremy better get these for me, and by me I mean my son, your nephew.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, yes, of course.
But by
yes.
which I mean me.
For your son.
Also, they've got a card game out now. Did you guys see that? Dungeon Mayhem?
Oh, yeah,
it looks fun. It looks fun. Yeah, it's like up to 4 players, like 15-minute game. You play a class predetermined, and
can we talk about how gorgeous the Game Shop exclusive reprints of the core books are?
They're so pretty.
God, they're gorgeous.
Oh, I want them, and not actually no. I take that back. Exclusively because I think the normal books look like trash.
Well, speaking of books that look like trash, I have 2 in my hand. I have Dungeon of the Mad Mage in my hand. It does not look... The cover is okay. It's nothing fancy. Yeah. Oh boy. Boys, I dived into this a little bit at work today because I was super bored.
Why?
And, oh boy, there's some shit in here. It's great. But the cover that I do really love is Ravnica. If you guys haven't seen
you got
this
it.
Cover.
I like anything with lightning, so...
That's the Magic the Gathering shit, right?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, that's basically the campaign setting.
Yeah, we just needed a Magic the Gathering source book to get some, like, really baller art, I guess.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of the art in the books, beautiful. It's just the covers that are like,
Yeah.
The regular covers, not the special editions.
Right. No, those are exclusively very cool. Now, the problem that I have is that I came into D&D at 3.5, which had all of the book covers for that were very cool because they all looked like very cool spell books that an adventurer might carry. And then we got into 4th edition, where it was all, like, still very, like, graphically done and very neat and clean with good lines. And you had a little more cartoony art. It was definitely digging some of that World of Warcraft vibe. And then we got 5th edition, which I think the art for it is better. I like the design and the more realistic feel that it's going for. It's just a better tone overall. However, the actual, like, design of the covers I don't think is very good.
No, the player's handbook is... Well, because they do that thing on all of their covers where they use, like, a third of the back cover as well. And it just doesn't... It doesn't really work most of the time. It worked okay on Xanathar's. Xanathar's was okay, but it's just it's a very specific choice that they're making. And I'm meh.
Yeah.
Meh.
I just want to say, Chase, I can listen to you talk about design aesthetics for like another 30 minutes.
Yeah?
And I'm not being pedantic. I really could. Like,
that's that $100,000 art degree at work.
yeah.
Yeah. Hey guys. It's candle night.
It is candle nights.
Oh, yeah.
It's candle night.
Ah,
right?
This is funny because we've already done this bit.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, but, guys, because this is coming out in the future and we're in the past right now, hey, Griff, Chase, how awesome was Candle Nights? Because
God, it was
we
so
just got
good.
back or are just about to go.
Sorry, Zach. Don't worry, Zach. I have a really great way that we can still keep you involved.
It's a very good plan. It's a wonderful plan.
This worries me.
You should be worried.
It's going to be great. It's going to be grand. Or at the very least, memorable and a couple of good Instagram posts.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, which is pretty much all this boils down to.
Fantastic.
If nobody else has anything, I do have a news article that I would like to get people's opinions on. A brazen turkey is causing havoc in Rhode Island by blocking traffic, chasing people, and stopping them from paying taxes. A wild turkey has evaded capture from Johnston, Rhode Island for 6 months and continues to cause havoc in the town. The turkey has trapped people in their cars, attacked vehicles, and blocked entrances to buildings. The town mayor has described it as like Al Capone and John Dillinger and thinks that it's staying in the town as people keep feeding it things like Starbucks muffins. The bird is something of a local joke. It has received a very nice 69 votes for mayor.
69, nice.
Nice.
They have created a specifically engineered and designed animal control vehicle to fire a net at it because it recognizes the normal animal control vehicles.
This is a very well-written Onion article.
That's great.
No, this is on the Insider.
This turkey has one natural selection. And should be left the fuck alone.
I think that's how it got its 69 votes.
So it can create more super turkeys.
Right.
This turkey's a pimp. The city is full of cowards.
You want to take any more shots at Rhode Island, Griffin? Any more you got? Any more hot takes on Rhode Island?
Do you have good aim? Because it's a little state.
That's about all I got. I mean, I'd rather just call this entire city full of cowards for not being able to handle a turkey. But this turkey's a pimp. I don't see the problem here. Let it live its life.
Should we check upstairs first? Because I feel like downstairs might be more difficult.
Downstairs is definitely the end to this.
Then let's go upstairs.
Let's go up. as proper completionists.
I really appreciate how meta Carrie has become.
I'm an outsider. I live in between the worlds, Ryan.
That is canon. It's like in the end of Assassin's Creed when like it's talking to the player, like the one weird deity thing's talking to the player.
Yep.
It's real whack.
Who are we to have been so blessed to share this story across the ages?
Yeah, that. Alright, let's go upstairs.
Okay. Alright. Up the stairs you climb. And the stairs themselves climb like vines in a tight circle until it reaches the top. You find yourselves in a massive sitting room. The room is filled with a faint purple and orange light, filtering in from every adjunct room. While the room itself is hot and humid, it smells pleasant, like a burning fire. At the end of the room, there are a few comfortable chairs turned towards a barren fireplace, and above that fireplace sits an old portrait, flanked on either side and above by a single piece of yellow cloth. There are 3 rooms on either side of the hall.
Just for Jeremiah's sake. Oh, and I guess Zephyr's as well. I will go ahead and produce flame and light that fireplace up.
Maybe
just so there's some light in the room.
I mean,
I'm already doing it. I'm already doing it, baby.
Okay. You do it. Okay. You shoot fire into the fireplace, and the room crackles to life a little bit more. Long shadows are cast from what little furniture there is in the room. You are thrown into sharp relief by a table sitting next to one of the chairs that you didn't see before, and you're fairly certain you see a skeletal foot dangling off of one of the chairs. The portrait itself gleams to life as well. It depicts an elderly man that looks quite strange to you all. He is heavily tattooed, with odd designs and colors that are so bright that even after all the years it has hung abandoned, the colors stand out brilliantly.
Okay.
Jeremiah walks up to it and just kind of admires it for a moment.
I tentatively go look at the skeleton.
Okay. You walk after Jeremiah, who clearly hasn't noticed this individual dead in a chair. This individual died with their smoking pipe in their hand. All table sitting next to it, with a pouch on top of it. The drawstrings drawn very tightly shut.
Can I open it?
Mm-hmm. You open it up, and a very rich and vibrant tobacco smell reaches your nose. Something about this pouch must be magical, because it has kept this tobacco well preserved all this time.
Nice. Jeremiah?
Yeah.
You might want to look at this.
Oh, fuck!
I was hoping it would be a little easier than that. I'm sorry to startle you.
Jeez. Fuck. I mean, okay, yeah, there were a lot of ghosts downstairs. I guess I should have expected to see a corpse at some point while we were here, but fuck, man. So what are you two doing?
I'm just kind of... I'll poke my head in through one of the adjacent doors.
Yeah, well, here, hold on, let's do this then, Mordecai. As Zafir is checking out that room with the skeleton, Mordecai and I have moved over, and we do the same thing, weapons drawn, and I grab the knob on the first door and just kind of look at him and do the finger point. I'm going to get the door, and he's going to go in the room.
Yeah, sure.
Slice the pie.
We're just going to start systematically clearing the top.
So, do you start on the top left, top right, bottom left, or bottom right, or one of the two middle rooms?
Well, so we came to the top of the stairs, and then there's this whole thing in the middle, and this is where the chairs and the painting are, and then there's 6 doors off of this place?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
Top left.
Top left. Okay. You go to that door, and even before you get there, you realize that this is a fool's errand. This door is broken and held tight in place. It looks like there are branches and furniture peeking through the door, so that you would be completely unable to access it.
All right, not this one.
Not this one.
We go down.
You go down one. Okay.
So middle left.
Yes.
All right. You open the door carefully.
So I look at Mordecai and I go, quiet or quick?
Well, let's just take a look.
Okay, so I grab... Does it open in or out?
Both, actually. One of those.
Okay, then I'm going to pull it.
Okay.
So I grab it and I... Can I tell if it's going to make noise?
You can tell it is going to grind a little bit, but it wouldn't be, any worse than the wind blowing it open or something like that. It moves relatively easily.
Okay, then I'm going to grab it and throw it open in one motion then.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
And go!
You open the door to the middle left room. A small bed is broken to pieces against a window. Everything in here has been reduced to flinders. You are about ready to walk out of the room when you see another, much smaller skeleton crumpled up against the back wall.
Anything in here, Mordecai?
Nothing pleasant.
What's that mean?
Another skeleton.
Oh.
Hang on, Mordecai's having a moment.
Okay.
Does this place look like it was touched by the fire?
Oh, yes. Yeah, this place, go ahead and roll me an investigation check. You can tell that there was fire in here, but you can't really tell to what degree just by looking.
I have practically never used this cantrip
Okay.
because of all the plant implications.
Sure.
But I'm going to druid craft a very small flower. and just leave it at this with the skeleton.
Sure.
Mordecai's just unsettling.
Mm-hmm.
And just trying to. This is his small way of hoping they pass on.
I rolled an 11 on that investigation.
Okay. Yeah, you can't tell exactly how much fire got in here. You see a lot of soot marks along the top, so you could definitely tell there is some smoke damage going on here.
We go down to the bottom one on the left. So I have numbered that. So top to bottom, 1, 2, 3. Other side, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So we go to door 3.
Yeah.
Jay, do you guys want to take a room?
Me and Jeremiah can take like the other side.
Okay.
So you're both going to be taking the bottom left and the bottom right doors.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. So bottom left, so 3. There's a small bed in the corner. A small bed sits in the corner. Though it too is broken and sagging, you can tell that it was left in excellent condition. The bed was made, the pillow was floofed. This place looked phenomenal a time ago.
Mm-hmm.
It is Mordecai doing the looking, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
14.
Okay. You are able to look around and no more skeletons, which is nice.
Whew.
You're a little bit more at ease because this bed was definitely smaller as well.
Nothing really in here.
Zafir, how are you and Jeremiah taking this room?
I mean, I've got like hand up with like ready to like Eldritch Blast anything that I would need to, but probably just sort of cautiously pulling the door open, not like crazy fast like SWAT style.
A bed sits disheveled and abandoned in the corner of the room. You hear a rustling coming from under the bed.
Hello?
You hear a giggle.
Back out of the room.
Okay.
There is something in there doing the giggles, and I don't like that.
I'll go take a look.
This place is my worst nightmare. I swear to God.
Let's... Okay, easy.
All right. Mordecai, you're going in the room?
Yeah,
All right.
fine.
All right. Jackson puts his back to the wall next to it and posts up.
Okay.
So, do you want to take bets on what's underneath this bed?
I hope it's a puppy.
A puppy that giggles?
Yeah.
Ghost puppy that giggles.
Giggle puppy.
Giggle puppy. Giggle pig.
So Mordecai, you go in the room.
Yeah.
You hear the rustling under the bed. Do you approach?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. So you how do you have yourself defended right now?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't have any weapons drawn.
Cool. I
I'm just
love
going for it.
You walk into the room and where to go? You approach the bed, no weapons drawn, hands kind of like in your pockets, moseying up.
I'm just kind of like, hello?
And you go to look under when suddenly a bright purple light races out from under the bed, in between your legs, and into the room on the other side. Room number 2.
Middle left.
Middle left. Yep.
Oh, there's something. Did I get a good look at it?
Purple glow. That's all you saw. It moved very quickly.
I'm just pointing and go, Zafir, magic eyes.
Magic eyes.
How often can you do that?
Yeah, it's an at will, so I could literally always have detect magic on if I wanted.
That's hella useful. Yeah, and you see essentially an orb of necromancy magic in the next room.
Alright. I'm gonna...
Now, to be fair, ghosts are pure necromancy magic.
I'm going to approach slowly.
Okay. As the floorboards creak under your feet, you see this orb move from the corner of the room out the window.
Oh yeah.
Come back.
We don't wish to harm you.
As you move into line of the room, you can see that the window in here was broken. And you see 2 little hands kind of peek over, and you see a small child peek up over the windowsill.
Is it like ghostly child or like a...
Oh, yes, very dead.
Hello. We are not going to hurt you. Actually, this is, point Jeremiah, I believe a long lost ancestor of yours.
And it gestures for him to get closer.
For Jeremiah.
Yep. Oh, and it would help if I don't roll a d12.
Uh-huh.
Jeremiah stands himself up nice and straight and pulls his shirt a little bit and walks into the room and walks right past the very small skeleton in the corner, and he takes an aim at the sill. Right then, so you'd be some kind of a great uncle or aunt or something. I can't really tell. And very tiny ghost hands grab the side of his head and like squish his face like this,
like an hook,
like a hook, and pulls him closer.
There's a reference.
And gets a real good look into Jeremiah's eyes, and then lets him go, and nods. All right, why don't you come with me?
What? Just one?
I'll go.
Well, there's not a whole lot of room out here, really.
I'll go.
All right, be careful, or you'll end up like me.
Noted. Spirits don't bug me.
Apparently. And this ghost darts off towards that room number 1 that y'all were having trouble getting into. But from outside.
Oh.
So you go to the window, and you look down, and you see... actually, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Pretty good at those. Ooh, 23.
Hey, that's pretty good. You see that the purple light that you noticed earlier coming from all of the spectral things, the houses, the forests, the people, something has started to accompany it. An orange light. You can see fire in the distance,
shit.
coming closer and closer. You've got time, but it is... you can tell what night you're living now.
Yep.
For sure.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll.
Well, to make this incredibly easy for myself, and also because Mordecai got in his head of wanting to turn into something small,
yeah.
I'm just going to wild shape into a kitty cat.
Oh! Alright, acrobatics at
crawl.
advantage with kitty cat stats.
That'll be an 18.
Okay. Yeah, that is more than sufficient. You turn into this little kitty cat.
Still with massive sideburns.
Oh, yeah, no, your whisker game is on point. And you bound your way into the next room. Your long brown and orange hair glistening in the purple glow. And you sit on the sill, and you can instantly see exactly what was barring your entrance. Because not only was there a dresser shoved up against the door, not only was the bed and the remains of the mattress shoved up against the door, but some kind of a tree what walked like a man seems to be growing into the building itself.
Meow.
Hanging from one of its hands, quote unquote, is a strange pendant that looks like an eye. Yeah.
Well, I will try to acquire it in cat form.
Okay.
Most likely failing.
That is going to be... I'm going to call it a strength check.
I was worried about that.
Yeah, I thought you might
a
be.
-4 to strength rolls. They have a strength of 3. With a -4, that's a -2.
Yeah, ain't no fucking way.
Nope. Alright, well... Mordecai thinks internally, well, that was fun.
Cast Accio. You'll be fine.
I'm a cat, I can't cast spells.
Oh, man.
Learn the rules, even though it's not the right D&D spell. Because you're doing Harry Potter jokes. I will just shift out of cat form then. Sigh. And I'll pick up the pendant.
Okay. You pick up the pendant. It feels cool in your hand as you grab it.
I have no way of knowing what this does right now. So I'm going to stick it in my pocket.
As it slides into your pocket, the small child is sitting in the boughs of the tree.
Oh, hey.
Hey, good, you got it.
Yeah.
You turned into a cat.
Yeah.
That was weird.
That's a neat trick, huh?
Yeah, that would have been neat.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, I'd really appreciate it if you could stop this from happening again. I died a lot.
Yeah, I'm kind of starting to piece all that together.
They don't let me go. They don't let any of us go.
Who's they?
The ladies downstairs.
Ladies?
The lying ladies. They're so mean.
Hmm.
They came here when the fires came, and they've been keeping us here ever since. I don't know why. We can't go down there.
I'm sorry to hear that, kid.
But maybe you can. We try so hard to go. The nice man over there, he tries to help us, but he can't.
Who's the nice man?
I don't know. I can't say his name. It's really long and hard to pronounce.
And where is he in the hall?
He's not here. He's... And the kid just kind of waves their hands around. Out there, somewhere. We get over there. When we die again, we try to go on. And we can't. And he tries so hard to push us and pull us. He's stuck over there, and he can't get back here. He can't go on. And we can't go on, but we can't get back here. So we're kind of stuck with each other for now. But he's nice. I like him. He's pretty.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you have a friend in all this. And I will, I know this probably won't be able to hold on to this, but I will druid craft another little flower.
Oh, I got the one that you left me. Thanks.
Yeah.
Can you...
All right, well...
I can't... Can you just, put it in the tree?
Yeah, I'll do that.
He got stuck up here. I mean, he was one of the mean lady's friends, so I didn't like him too much, so I kind of let him and then got him trapped, I guess. But, I mean, they shouldn't have been mean to me.
No.
Okay.
It's not nice. We're gonna do everything we can.
Thanks.
Yeah.
That was my nephew out there, wasn't it? Maybe? Maybe. I'm gonna say it was. That means that means Micah got out. I can live with that. Or not. And with that, the ghost fades away.
Fuck.
While that happened, I wanted to have checked the other two doors, just in case.
Yeah, I'll do that with you.
Okay. You two, who is going to be taking the search on each of the rooms?
He's probably the door person, and I'm the with the Eldritch Blast ready.
And I throw, we lock eyes, I nod, he nods, Goth Kid ring out, we clear the room.
You slice the pie.
Slice the pie, clear the room.
Okay.
Like we've done so many times.
We're pros at this point.
Exactly.
Calls back on some really old training.
You go to the top right first, and you find a chair laying broken in the center of the room. The glass in the window has been cracked. Looks like somebody tried to throw the chair up against the window to make an escape, and didn't get so lucky with that. You go to the middle room. Bookshelves line this room, but the books at first glance seem to have been reduced to ash ages ago. Zephyr, go ahead and make me an investigation check.
That is 16. 14 plus 2.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me 3d10 for a random item.
Yay!
Hey.
Nice.
I do love random items. Let's go 16.
16, okay. Huh, okay. You find a deep blue piece of flint. You take your Goth Kid ring, which does have some steel, and you strike it against it, and instead of a spark, there's a drop of water that flies out of it.
Huh.
Nice.
That's weird and neat.
Water flint.
It's really good for if you ever need to put out a very small candle. Or fill a water dish for a very small hippopotamus.
Yeah.
Or a Mordecat.
Or a Mordecat. Or Gary.
Or Gary.
Hey.
So, I've got a dragon lighter, and I have a water flint, and a little crying water hippo.
And you've got that, bullet trowel as well.
Oh yeah, I've got the little tiny toy bullet that I can use as a little shovel.
Oh, yes, all you need is an air thing now, and you become the Avatar.
Yeah.
Basically, that's how it works.
Master of all 4 elemental trinkets.
Yes. Trinketar? Avatrink.
Better.
I think we're on the right track. All right, fantastic.
Yeah.
So we check all the rooms.
Okay, that was the last of the rooms. Mordecai, how are you getting back?
I'm just gonna stunt it.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a acrobatics.
Oh, yeah, we're fine. 18.
Okay, yeah, 18 is good. Yeah. So you slip back out the window, and you are much more aware of how narrow this ledge is this time. But you close your eyes and don't look at the slowly encroaching fire, and you slip back into the center room, and you see the skeleton with the flower you set on it. And you rejoin your fellows in the center room, as I'm assuming Zephyr is just making stuff wet at this point.
Well, I look at Mordecai and I'm like, hey, if that fire gets here, I got us covered.
He's like a little tiny firefighter.
That's the weirdest shit. You find the weirdest shit.
It's true. Well, let us go downstairs.
Bless. Well, hang on. That ghost kid kind of filled me in on a little bit of things.
Oh, okay. Who was he?
I don't know. Jeremiah, he may have been your uncle.
I mean, and he looks at the body sitting in the chair. That tracks.
Did you know Micah?
Yeah, like a great-grandfather, Micah, maybe.
He made mention of a Micah.
His eyes... He continues to listen to you, but his eyes are drawn to the portrait on the wall.
Mm-hmm. There is very much something at work here that is... This is being done with intention. Likely with malice. The kid made mention of the lying ladies that exist, that are below all of this.
Are we talking about something more intentional than the fires just finally reaching this place?
I think this day has been playing on loop for these people ever since it happened.
So it is as we feared.
And I think that...
What did we fear?
Oh, I believe we had mentioned that it could have been something like that earlier, and it is that.
It has come full circle, and we understand what's going on now, kind of.
Yes.
I think so. But the idea that what we know now is that some group of people is causing this. Which means that we can stop it.
Well, then let us fuck some shit up.
I think so.
All right.
Jay, I know you're not the firmest in a fight. I know you got skills, but this seems like it may be a little rough. I imagine you want to come, though.
I got y'all into this. Least I can do is help get y'all out. Besides, it's my kin these people have been torturing for this long.
That's about what I thought you would say.
Who the fuck does that?
Right?
Honestly.
Should we bring the others? Because I know Joe is pretty handy with some axes and... You know...
We could, but if this goes sideways, then maybe it's good that they have a way out.
Well,
I think I should go and let them know what's going on.
Yeah, we don't want to disappear forever and they just wonder where we went.
Yeah. Also, I think if push comes to shove, they might actually be able to get out of here. I mean, it wasn't like this in the morning. Worst case scenario, if they can hold up tight, maybe they can, wait out the worst of it. I mean, the fires didn't reach too far in. Maybe they can pull the wagon inside and wait for the worst to pass and then just take the road back. But we got to let them know what's going on. I do, at least. Y'all can stay in here and get ready if you want, but
I mean, I'd probably join him down to the stage.
Yeah, let's set up on the stage.
All right, we'll stage the next stage of our operations there.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Whoa.
Thank you for joining us here on Another Path. You can find our website and merch store at anotherpathpodcast.com, on Twitter at anotherpathpod, and on Facebook at facebook.com/anotherpathpodcast. You can support our efforts by donating at patreon.com/anotherpath. Special thanks to our donor Nathan N. Or by giving us a rating and a review over on Apple Podcasts or whatever podcatcher will let you. You can find me on Twitter at TQLoudly, Ryan at Ryan_Albrecht, Griffin at Griffcold, and Zach at that guy Zach Rob. We'll be back in 2 weeks with a new episode, and until then, enjoy these bloopers. It's a giggling cat, because the cat has the face. Puppies have hands.
Oh, right.
Also, hey, can we have this discussion very, very quickly?
No.
Face cat, right?
No, none
Face
of
cat.
them. Burn it down. Burn it all down. Salt the earth. Never again.
But Hand Dog would get into so much trouble.
Hand dog. Sorry.
What?
Hand dog.
Hand Dog's gonna get onto all of your shit.
It's dog.
How about cat bug? Can I have cat bug?
Well, okay.
Okay, well, look, that's cheating.
apples and oranges at that point.
Okay.
Sorry, that's apples in, like, heaven.
Exactly.
It's more like
That's
it's
apples
more like
and peaches.
Griffin. Stop Snapchatting, Griffin.
No.
Griffin.
This is my advertisement.
Okay. Yes,
All right.
because so many of our fans follow us on Snapchat.
I mean, look, most of our fans are our friends, so by that logic, actually, yeah, a lot of our friends are probably...
Okay, I take it back. I apologize.
Deal with
That
it.
is great promotion.
There we go. So,
That's a Captain Cold Iron on Snapchat, by the way.
tens of them, I tell you, tens of them.
You know, I was on our Twitter the other day. We have a lot of people I don't know that follow the Twitter. So, like, I was like, oh, hey.
It's Dear Evan Hensing crossed with, I can't think of a funny joke about
Avenue
Putnam
Q.
County spelling bee.
Oh, there you go.
I was gonna go Putnam.
There you go.
Norwalk County.
Norwalk County spelling bee, there it is.
There it
All
is.
right.
We found the joke. It took a second, but we found it.
Okay.
Here at Another Path Productions, we only give you the finest of goofs. We work
Finest musical theater jokes.
We work very hard, and there's a lot that ends up on the cutting room floor because we are proud of the quality of goof that we deliver.
Hi, we've had a lot of fun today.
No, not this again.
And my wife is making brownies, and I'm going to lick the spatula here, and nobody can stop me.
I want some.
But Chase.
She put Andy's mitts in there, too.
Oh,
You're making them all very jealous.
good job, Cassie. Cassie, you win.
Sorry, guys.
Hi,
Should be married to somebody as last.
Cassie.
I'm not married.
It's working out all right.
See you guys.
Bye,
Yeah.
Cassie. Bye, Cassie.
Bye, Cassie.
Bye, Cassie.
Excellent. All right.
Beep boop.
Yeah, Facebook apparently just hates me right now.
Beep beep boop
Something.
up. All right.
Then.
Which
Yeah.
is weird because Facebook has been so much better for us.
Seriously.
You hear that?
real, though.
You hear that face?
When it
We're calling
works,
you
it
out.
works great, but I mean, it's the first thing, you know?
Now, is it because
Yeah.
you're using a competitor's laptop, Zach? Is that the problem?
I mean, it's Sony.
You got sucked!
You've been zucked.
Zuckerberg hacked your shit, dude.
Good.
Now, I can...
It is sad how familiar I've become with how my laughs look on waveform.
Now, I can start picking y'all's... Actually, I can pick... all of us have patterns I can pick out in
that's good.
waveform.
Mine's just me chuckling like a doof.
Mine's my laugh, absolutely. My stupid, loud laugh.
Specifically for Ryan, though, it is the right before he starts talking in Jackson's voice.
Yes, it's how I get into the voice.
Yes.
Yeah. So and you have to cut, and you get to cut as many of those out as you feel like it.
I do. At some point, I'm just going to post an unedited episode immediately followed by the edited version to show you why it takes so goddamn long.
Dude, that'd be really funny. No, but
like, I will never post that for public consumption because, good God, nobody should hear that. But
for real though, do you guys want to hear about my really crappy week?
Let's hear it.
I want to talk about it. But I got back Monday morn from my trip to Vegas and my nice week off. I walk in and it's like, hey, you have programming on Wednesday. And I was like, oh, okay, I have programming. It's a little late, but like that's cool. And so like I go and like I'm printing off paperwork for it because I have paperwork for it. And then one of the newer outreach ladies comes up to me. She's like, "Hey, Zach, never mind that programming was canceled. We just forgot to take off the little like schedule for it." I was like, "Oh, rad! I have a week of nothing. I can just work or hang out in the office, edit the little Klein podcast, and just have a nice time." And so Tuesday comes around. And like, I'm just hanging around doing nothing. I leave at like lunchtime because I'm just gonna come home, eat, and then just kind of hang out. I had nothing else to do. And the moment I get out of my car to walk into my house, they're like, "Hey, remember that programming we said you didn't have? You totally have."
Oh no!
So I had to wake up at 6 a.m. to go drive 45 minutes and do a bunch of programming, and then come back and they're like, "Oh, also you have to go do this Chinese immersion school thing tonight." And I was like, "Oh, well, darn." So,
That's
it's
great.
been a lot of random stuff dropped on me at the last second, and I kind of hate it.
But you at least had time to go and get killed by a Medusa, right?
Yeah, that was like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
good.
Yeah.
Zach, I'm sorry. I didn't know. Zach, I've been planning a Medusa.
I thought you were just doing a bit.
Zach, I've been planning a Medusa fight since Norwalk.
Why have you done this to me? Griffin, I don't know if you caught it. A Medusa just killed my bard.
No, yeah, I got it.
Fucking hate these things.
Since Norwalk, since I did your visions. Jackson, the familiar face.
Yep, and stone. Yep, statues.
I don't like calling light shots, but I promise it wasn't intentional. It was this or Basilisk, and Medusas are fun.
Jeez.
All right.
Sorry. All right. Drink your bev. And let's get to this.
You have to say let's roll initiative in a really dramatic sense.
Let's get down to business.
I counterspelled Finger of Death.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Definition of clutch.
It was super clutch.
Yeah, I think I saved Ryan's brother Jeremy from like 60 damage or something like that.
How's Jeremy doing?
Very emo.
He's doing pretty good.
Good. I mean, isn't everyone's
But it
first
works
character
out.
like super emo?
Correct.
Yes, correct. But it works out because Christina is playing a character that might be just as emo. So they're bonding over their emo.
They brood together.
See,
Adorable.
It's so great.
Yeah.
Everyone's first character is emo. See Griffin, Nicole, Brayden.
I did Barrow for hours and hours for how many weeks?
That's true.
I can rock this. All right.
Do you want to break a piece of that off for our loving audience?
I mean, I suppose I could, but I mean, really, I'm not drunk enough to get into it all the way.
I love Barrow.
Kids, don't drink. It's not worth it for the voices, especially because I know a lot of you play at the local coffee shop, and that's frowned upon there.
All right, what am I rolling?
He hits 2 more, and that is going to take us to... You see, when I said this was going to be a short game, I wasn't intending for you to fight all of these guys.
Well,
We're really good at doing things that aren't supposed to be done.
I mean, it's fine.
Isn't
fine.
that the nature of D&D?
And look, I am rolling with it in my defense.
Yeah,
I feel like our philosophy towards D&D is basically this. We take the DM's game that they've fully and heartfelt, fully written, and we just shit on it.
Well,
you were describing every D&D group in existence.
No, this is what you're doing, is I built a very nice sandcastle for you all to play in, and I put some rocks out along the side, and you're real into the rocks that I put out there.
There's a sandcastle here, and you expected us to build a nice little sandcastle. We haven't.
What? There's a sandcastle? I thought that there was just these cool rocks.
We've instead built an ice sculpture somehow.
Exactly. All right.
We are now prolonging the episode even further.
Hold for Cassie.
Yes, Cassie just walked in.
Hi, Cassie.
She says hi.
Hold for Cassie.
It's supposed to snow 6 to 9 inches all day tomorrow.
Yes.
Yes.
Fair.
Yes.
Sorry,
Everybody's
Cassie.
agreeing with you.
I can't cancel rehearsal tomorrow. I need it. We go into tech on Saturday.
Yep.
Yeesh.
She is now banging her
tell her-
head against the door frame.
Tell her everything in all the schools north of the Maumee River have already closed.
Every school
For
north
tomorrow.
of the Maumee River has already closed.
I know.
You catch that, guys?
I know. Yeah, she doesn't seem
They
happy.
extend their deepest sympathies.
For real, though.
It's okay.
That sucks.
And she poofed away. Okay.
So let's roll some dice.
So, yeah, let's roll some
All right.
dice.
Let's roll some dice.
Oh,
Please and
Shut
thank
up.
you.
why are we rolling
Because
dice?
we're technically playing D&D tonight.
Oh, we are? I
We
thought
can
were
just do like a
hanging out
general
and
nerd
chatting.
podcast.
We've
If
been
somebody else
recording
wants
at this
to edit,
point
I'm
for
down
almost
with that.
20 minutes. Let's go.